friends, and welcome back to Inner Health Journey. Today I thought I'd take you on an adventure making some fresh milled flour bread. So I have stored berries for long-term storage. You know, if you put these in airtight containers, they can last up to 25 years. But the problem is I really don't have a lot of experience using the fresh milled flour. And so this is my journey that I'm taking you along with me as I discover how to use them. Friends, today I am using hard white wheat berries and the hard red wheat berries. So I'm going to go take these over to my mill and get them ground up. Okay, that is about 9 cups of flour, freshly milled. So what I used was 3.5 cups of the white and 3.5 cups of the red berries to make the flour. So the next step is for us to go ahead and proof our yeast. So in my bare dough maker, I am going to put 3 3/4 cup of warm water, 2 1/4 tablespoons of yeast, and 3 cups of flour. Then I'm just going to give this a mix. And I'm going to let this sit and proof for about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, it's been 15 minutes and you can see that the dough mixture is nice and bubbly. That's 1/2 cup of honey and 1/2 cup of oil. I'm using olive oil. In the description below, I'll leave the link to the recipe that I'm using. 3 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then it calls to add the additional 6 cups of flour. I'm going to start with 5. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and let this knead for about 10 minutes. So you may be asking yourself why you should use the whole grains versus the flour. You know, besides the storage component, which, you know, these berries do store well. The other thing is that wheat alone has 40 of the 44 nutrients considered essential to sustaining human life. It lacks adequate amounts of only 4 essential nutrients, the vitamin A, C, and D, and the amino acid lysine. So these whole grain flours have those nutrients that our body needs. With the commercial flour on the store shelves, all those nutrients are removed just to maintain shelf-stable flour to sell to us. If they left those nutrients in it, the flour would go rancid. So they remove 40 and they put about 5 of them back in to the flour. And those are the synthetic ingredients. Okay, my dough is finished kneading. So what I'm going to do is weigh this dough because it makes 2 loaves. And my thoughts are I need some hamburger buns for dinner tonight because we're going to have some hamburgers. So I'm going to make some hamburger buns out of this as well. Okay, and the reason I picked this bread recipe to try is this one only takes 1 rise. So it says to press this out into a 14-inch rectangle. And then what you're going to do is fold this into thirds. And then roll it up by pulling slightly. She calls it a big fat burrito. Tucking in the ends. So I have these bread pans. I think they are 8 by 4. and then 7 inches tall. So this is the bread pan I'm going to try using. So I am going to set this aside and let this rise. Okay, so that second half of our dough, what I'm doing is making them into hamburger patties like I said earlier. And so I calculated it to be 16 buns I'm going to try. So each one of these is 77 grams. So I'm just rolling them into a ball and placing on the cookie sheet. And I will let you know how these turn out. So while I was rolling out the hamburger buns, the bread was risen. It looks good. It's at the top. So I'm going to put the cover on this. I'm going to put this in a 350-degree oven, and I'm going to bake this for 35 minutes. I'm also going to bake the hamburger buns. I'm going to bake those at 350 for 15 to 20 minutes. Okay friends, there you have it. We made 16 hamburger buns and a loaf of bread today using our fresh milled flour. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you could, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next video. Bye!